Am I the asshole for telling my family the reason why I stepped out when my sister gave birth? My sister, 25, asked me, 28, female. Okay, so they're both girls. To be present for the birth of her first child. I'll call her May. May and I have a cold and hot type relationship, but she's still my sister and I love her, so of course I accepted. Okay, but I did let her know I was squeamish and May needs to stay above the waist. She acted like this was totally fine at the time, but still she would send me home birthing videos as that was her goal. That's kind of rude. It's like she knows her boundary, but she doesn't care. Why did she need to see the baby come out? The whole point is to just be there for your sister. Your sister's being mean. I told her I couldn't watch them because it disturbs me. I don't have kids or plan to have them. That's understandable. So I've never really felt the need to desensitize myself from this stuff. But she wasn't deterred. She wasn't deterred at one point, and told me to grow up and that childbirth is natural. Oh yeah, I'm gonna push a whole child out of my kid. Even though I know you will never do that, you're going to learn to get used to it, and I'm going to manipulate you emotionally into feeling bad about not being comfortable with that. What a sister. The time's come. It's just me, our mom, and her team of midwives present. This is grossing me out. I personally couldn't be there for somebody's birth either. I'm sorry if that just makes me horrible, but not everybody is the same. Some people can't handle it, some people can't, and that's okay. The time comes, it's just me, our mom, midwives present. I'm holding one leg and my mom's holding the other. I'm hella uncomfortable, but trying to best my support. No, I couldn't do that. I couldn't ask anybody to do that either. Encouraging May to tell her she's doing amazing, etc. But it gets the best of me, and I feel like I'm 2 seconds from throwing up. I excuse myself. I come back into the bedroom, but keep a bit of distance and cheer her on the way. Obviously, she's pushing a baby, and she doesn't address me stepping away. I get that she's scared, but at the same time, okay, the one giving birth is scared, but she needs to mature up too and understand that not everybody is just comfortable with this. And if she also needs to understand her sister is clearly uncomfortable. She has to respect her feelings. Okay, obviously she was busy pushing and we didn't address me stepping away. May's 2 weeks postpartum. Me, our mom, 2 of our cousins, and 2 aunts are visiting, all women with kids. Excited to hear her birth story, May was happy to oblige. Then, when she got to the part where she mentioned I dropped her leg and left while she was pushing, mind you, she never brought this up to me, but in front of the family, she was acting incredibly let down about what happened. Drop the leg, bro. You're crazy. She gets to the part where she mentioned I dropped the leg, and then she got upset. In front of the family, she was acting let down. May and one of our cousins are insinuating I was childish for not being able to tolerate it. Imagine if she was actually the one going through it. And I was like, yeah, I'm child-free for a reason. Some people just don't respect other people's feelings. Their reaction made me feel uncomfortable. Of course it did. It was mean. May asks, why couldn't you just have looked at the wall or something? And I finally told her the reason I stepped out into the other room was because she started pooping. And I smelt it, and I saw it, and I just immediately felt like I was going to barf. In an intense situation. I said I would have felt like a bigger asshole if I threw up on her at that moment than if I would have left to compose myself. Oh God, I have secondhand embarrassment from this conversation. May got embarrassed by me saying this and got extremely mad. You kind of threw her under the bus and put her in a position for her to be honest. What the hell do you expect? I understand that I didn't say it in a mean way. I understand why she's mad, but I didn't say it in a mean way to try to purposely embarrass her. But I did feel targeted and invalidated for having a human reaction, so I felt the need to explain and defend myself. Yes, because like I said, she threw you under the bus, so yeah, you're gonna say why you felt the way you felt. After Maze blew up, one of my cousins said I shouldn't have told her she pooped. Another told me she understood I wasn't trying to be a bitch and that my sister's hormonal, she'll get over it. I promptly left. This is 3 days ago and I have not talked to May since then. Her mom has asked me to apologize. I told her I'll apologize when May apologizes for putting me on blast and mocking me. So basically she puts you on blast and now she's mad that you put her on blast. She can't dish out. You know that phrase that goes, she can't dish out what she gets, whatever. At this point, I'm fine with not talking to her because I want my peace. And I feel like maybe this is something she threw in my face. Am I the asshole? I don't think you're the asshole. I think you defended yourself like any human being would. Like, I get it. Yes, she's embarrassed, but you were embarrassed too. That, I can't stand people. Not the asshole. You were there for most of it, although poop is not the worst thing in childbirth. I thought you were freaking out because of the baby and the blood. Because that's what I would have freaked out over. But I get it. Like, the whole experience to you is just something that makes you uncomfortable. People who have to give birth have to desensitize themselves mentally to prepare for the situation. But understand if you tipped over the edge of gross. Your sister also needs to get over herself, and it was the baby. As long as the baby was born safe, she shouldn't have gotten mad at you for dropping a leg. You know what's even more funny is that she sits there and she's like, yeah, I'm sad that you dropped the leg. Like, she already knew that you were uncomfortable from this whole thing from the get-go. And she just acts so surprised as to why you were uncomfortable. Make it make sense. No, you're not the asshole.